You know what kind of mood I'm in right now? I'm in a really pensive, kind of somber, kind of self-reflective kind of mood right now, and a lot of that has to do with the topic of today's video. So I wanted to use this video as an opportunity for all of us to just sit back, relax, enjoy the past, enjoy our own emotions, and understand what we used to think was the truth about this Vancouver Canucks team. That's a really weird way to start off the video, but I think it's appropriate for the kind of discussion I want to have today. I'm making this specific video, the improvements of the Vancouver Canucks over the past few years, because of a Reddit post. This is on the subreddit, this is on our Canucks, and it really did just open my eyes as to how things have changed and how things have significantly improved for this hockey team over the past few years. This was a post by Bowman the Snowman on our Canucks, and it's a very simple one. Just wanted to post this to show how far this team has come in 3 years. And this screenshot that he posts is the point list for the Vancouver Canucks in 2016-2017. In the full season, by the way. And this is what we're looking at right here. It's Bo Horvat, Henrik Sedin, Daniel Sedin, Berchi, Sutter, Granlund, Louis Eriksson. Bo Horvat leads the team with 52 points. If we go over to Elite Prospects and check out the full stat sheet, Bo Horvat had 52 points in 81 games. That was enough to lead this Vancouver Canucks team in points 3 years ago. That does not seem pretty great, doesn't it? And in fact, it's actually kind of been established in my mind as the norm. And that's a really weird personal thing that I have that collides with this idea here, because when I look at the Vancouver Canucks today, I look at who they have, I look at Elias Pettersson with 48 points in 46 games, and I look at Miller with 44 points in 46 games, and Boeser with 43 points in 46 games. I digest that and I think to myself, damn, that's really good. Really good, and that's always been the way I've perceived point totals in around the 50-ish mark. Because, in my mind, 2016-17, when Bo Horvat led the team in points, I believe that was the first year in like 10-ish years where somebody not named Sedin led the Canucks in points. And that to me, when I was only 16 years old, was really significant. Because that to me was the turning point. Okay, this is a new era. This is the post-Sedin, well, not really post-Sedin, but the end of the Sedin era, because we have this new guy, Bo Horvat, who has been on the team for a while, finally taking the lead in points. And in my mind, 52 points was the greatest accomplishment out there. I know we were a few years removed from Canucks getting more points than that, but that was really when I was like, okay, yes, this is the Canucks. This is their identity now. It's led by a guy named Bo Horvat, and he got 52 points in 81 games. That is the benchmark here. So, you could imagine my shock when comparing this 2016-17 team to the team that we have today, where we have a player who is at a point per game in Pettersson, and 3 players who are just under that in Miller, Boeser, and Horvat. And if you take a look at these two games, these two seasons, I mean, side by side, it's so crazy just taking a look at it right now. Right now, if you take a look at it, only Henrik Sedin and Bo Horvat have more points than Elias Pettersson does today. And they played full seasons. Pettersson's only at 46 games played. Taking a look at some of these other guys, who was 10th in 2017 Canucks scoring? It was Alex Burrows with 20 points. Who's 10th in Vancouver Canucks scoring today? Well, it's Josh Levo and Adam Gaudette. They each have 19. That's absolutely crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And I can't stress this enough. The Canucks have improved so much. Even if you take a look at Alex Edler. In 2017, Edler had 21 points in 68 games played. This year, Edler has 20 points in 36 games played. Everybody has gotten better, and it's not even close. It's so weird reflecting on what I used to believe was the status quo and seeing how things have changed. This team has gotten so much better compared to back then. And if you take a look at it, okay, let's take a look at it today. The Vancouver Canucks have 46 games played. They're 25, 17, and 4 for 54 points. Back when the Vancouver Canucks had 46 games played 3 years ago, they were 21, 19, and 6. That's good enough for a mere 48 points on the year. Is that 48 points? Let's do the math real quick. I'm removed out of high school. I'm not really good at math anymore. Yeah, 48 points. So this team, although on paper they've only improved by 6 team points, the scoring is way, 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 way up there. And this new squad, with some of the same guys from the old squad 3 years ago, has just found a way to really explode offensively, and I can't stress how awesome that is. The only one who is kind of in the same spot is Troy Stecher. Stecher back then in 2017, 24 points in 71 games played. This year, Stecher's at 9 points in 46 games played. So he's taken a little bit of a decline, but that's going to come with the territory because we do have a new guy in Quinn Hughes. We do have new guys in Tyler Myers who are eating up that ice time. So it makes sense to me, but still, this team, man, the old team in 2017, this is the team where we got 60 games played out of Michael Chaput, 55 games out of Jack Skilly, 60 games of Jason Megna. Not to disrespect those guys, they're NHL caliber athletes, so they're living a much better life than I am. But seriously, when you're playing these guys 60 games in a season, you know you're not having a great season. And the Canucks ultimately ended up drafting 5th overall in that lottery that year. We all know who they got in the 2017 NHL entry draft. The rest is history. But it's just really nice for me to be able to take a look at some of the past seasons, and they weren't even really too long ago, and just take a look at it and say, yeah, well, we've improved by quite a lot. So I do have to give my props where props are due. Big shout out to the subreddit r Canucks for allowing this post over here. Bowman the Snowman for posting this. It's a really interesting piece of information to know. And even back then, I remember making videos about this Canucks team, and in fact, I don't even think I made very much. I would make the occasional, oh, they won a game here and there kind of video, or maybe the occasional news update. I'm pretty sure that was the season where Kadri got not suspended for hitting Daniel Sedin or something like that. Let's take a look at that right here. Kadri, Canucks, Lego Rocks 99. And we will take a look at it. Okay, no, it's not there, it's not there, it's not there. No suspension for Nazem Kadri 3 years ago. That was in the 2016-17 season. Yes, I did get that right. That was the year where I kind of just peaced out from YouTube. And I didn't really find the motivation to talk about things because things were just so bad. Then Brock Boeser made his debut at the end of that year. I made a video immediately after about that. I remember I was waking up and I was like, oh my gosh, the game is already done and Boeser scored a goal. I missed it. And like, yeah, you already know the story if you listened to my Canucks versus Wild video yesterday. But yeah, it's so different taking a look at things. The next season was the season where Elias Pettersson completely just went off on the SHL. That was after we drafted him, after we dropped from 2nd overall to 5th overall in the draft lottery. And that next season was just the season that changed my life pretty much, because I started to actually become relevant on YouTube, and that really did change things up for my long-term plans and my education, because I did go to radio school because of this. And yeah, I don't know, man, it's so weird to sit down and take a look at the past and reflect on the moments that mean a lot. That entire season after the 2017 season was just so impactful to me. And Oh boy, we're already at the end of the gameplay, aren't we? Oh boy, okay. Comment down below your memories about the 2016-17 season or the 17-18 season. I know the 17-18 season has a bigger place in my heart, but 16-17 was such a dumpster fire that we should not forget about that either. The improvements are absolutely crazy, and everybody kind of knows that. So comment down below what you think. Hope you enjoyed this video. Source 99, and bye.